welcome to another Pick-a-Pile reading by the Totally Twisted Tarot. If you're new to the station, my name is Jen, and these are channeled readings direct from the universe. So, in this Pick-a-Pile, we have three options. We have Time, we have the Phoenix, or we have Infinity. Make your selection and let's get started and see what is in store for you today. All right, for your first pile, number one, we got the energy of time. Let's see what that's all about. We're going to start out with the Four of Cups. Deep in thought here. So deep in thought that you see these three cups in front of you, but you don't see this new opportunity that's being handed to you. Cups generally represent emotions or relationship. For some of you, you're deep in thought over someone, some kind of relationship. I'm hearing that for many of you, this is a romantic relationship that's got you thinking about what you want to do. Next up, we have Judgment. All right. So at least we're going to get to the point where you're going to make a decision, a balanced decision. You're going to weigh all the options. You're going to take your time to figure out what you really want. And this decision with the Emperor is going to be right for you. This decision is going to help you catapult to where you really want to be. This is all about stepping into your power, taking your power back. Potentially for some of you, this particular relationship, they might not be treating you best. We'll see what else we have in store. All right, remember that it's okay to be happy. It really is okay to be happy. And of course, when you're going through this, that's definitely sometimes not happy. But just know that in time, you'll get through this decision. You'll have balance. Go ahead and you'll have a much, much better future. Next up, we've got Unseen Patterns. Change your thoughts, change your life. This is about reprogramming, those negative thoughts that kind of plague us sometimes. This is about really kind of examining what our beliefs are. Have you ever thought about what kind of a relationship would make you happy? Is this relationship making you happy? That's the question that I'm hearing. Next up, we got Cocoon. Consider your source. Consider the source. Definitely spending some time kind of hermit mode, isolating, deep in thought, picking up some emotional pain is going on with this decision. But in time, it will get better. Oh, check that out. Solace. Comfort is coming, and I'm hearing comfort is coming soon. I'm hearing that your decision will become clear in the very short term. Next up, we have relationships. So kind of confirming that this is definitely a relationship. Maybe it's not romantic, maybe it's a friendship, or maybe it's how you're feeling at work, but it's definitely related to a relationship. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Is whoever you're thinking about serving your higher good. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Pride goes along hand in hand with the Emperor. The Emperor is full of power and pride, but not in a negative way. In a pride in a positive sense. He's truly a leader, master. Next up, we got stop caring about what they think. This is your life to live. This is your life to love. This is your life to live. So maybe you're a little concerned about what your friends will think, what your family will think. Maybe you're a little concerned about ending a relationship and being alone. A lot to think about, a lot. This is a very emotional decision. But stop caring what other people think. Remember that it's your happiness that's important. So reframe any of those negative thoughts. I'll always be alone and that kind of thing. This is your life to love. Do you love your life? Do you love your relationship right now? Or is there another better option out there for you? All right, so remember who you are. So you carry that stardust in your bones and your ancestors' wisdom in your blood and the whole universe in your soul. Knowing yourself and nothing will bring you down. Know yourself and nothing will bring you down. Now, next up, we're getting unseen resistance, unsolved issues. Explore with curiosity. This is about reflection, acceptance, and growth. Okay? So definitely getting that, you have a relationship that's not the best for you and you're considering making a change. But unseen resistance to unresolved issues. I'm hearing that, perhaps you tried everything to work this out. It's just no matter what, it just doesn't seem to be getting better. In order to have a happy relationship, you have to have two people that are willing to do the work, two people that are willing to make the effort. If it's just one of you who's putting in the work, it's not going to work out. The universe wants you to know that you have like a superpower. You have the ability to be clairaudient. So you're being called to explore this. So this is about listening to that little voice, because sometimes it's going to steer you in the right direction. Listening to your intuition. Listening to your heart. Your heart already knows what to do. This is just your mind thinking about it. Your heart knows what you need to do. So listen to that intuition. Take the time. It's a big decision. Take the time, but listen to that little voice, because your spirit guides talk to you through that little voice. All right. And last but not least, for pile number 1, don't give up. Don't despair. It's okay that things don't always feel easy and effortless. Some of the best moments in life happen during and after our hard times. Keep believing. Keep looking for whatever it is that's going to make you happy. And realize that if you do have to make a choice to be happy, that choice is worth it. Let me tell you. Well, all right, that's your reading for pile number 1 today. Best of luck as you figure out that situation, that relationship. If this resonated with you, please go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. All right, next up, pile number 2, we got the Phoenix. All right, we got rebirth. We got, someone that most likely went through some shit in life and had to start over. Sometimes when we go through those rock bottom moments, that's when we get to be the strongest. All right, let's check it out. We're gonna start out with the Ace of Cups. Nice. Possibility, opportunity, maybe a new relationship on the horizon, or new friendships, new romantic relationships. Nice. Definitely a good way to start after rebirth. All right, next up, we got the Eight of Wands. Quick, fast action, fire. We're moving, we're recovering from this really, really quickly. I'm hearing that there was something that caused you to like completely look at life a whole different way. And that had something to do with feeling trapped. Here with the Eight of Swords, we have this woman and she's blindfolded. And she just took her blindfold off. She would realize that she could easily just pull up those swords and get out of there. She's not really trapped. She feels like she's trapped. But all she has to do is take the blindfold off and she's free. So this is definitely a powerful, swift-moving energy to get out of whatever that relationship or whatever that situation was that caused you to, have to change and have to, kind of reevaluate your life. So we do have change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. And this is confirmation. This is swift movement. This is fast action. This is about rebuilding. This is about a better future. You no longer have to feel trapped. So we're heading in a whole new positive direction. Now, one thing that the universe wants to caution us is let's not get lost in regret, okay? So they don't want you to spend time, worrying about the past or what happened or beating yourself up. No shame, no guilt, no lower vibrational energies, regret. That's what you got to be on the lookout for. When those darker thoughts and emotions come seeping in, that's when you have to change them. Don't get lost ruminating about regret. Don't get lost thinking too much about the past. The key to the swift moving action and new opportunities and escaping is to look at your future, what you want, manifest that, and also look at the present. Live in the present. Let the past go. We can't change it. Why spend time thinking about it? Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. Yeah. All right. And next up, we have step in the right direction. Again, with this energy, this moving in a positive direction. Don't be afraid to move and to change. Don't be afraid to grow. Sometimes we go through these moments where our life just gets destroyed and it's just, like it's completely destroyed and we have to rise from the ashes and rebuild. But sometimes that's failing's the best way to learn. So many of us are afraid to fail. It's the quickest way to learn. Next up, we have the mirror. Reflect yourself. So this is what I'm hearing here is that this is about really taking the time throughout this process to evaluate how far you've come. When this whatever it was happened, this moment that your life just got torn upside down, it was kind of like this man or woman going through that mirror. You felt broken, you felt shattered, you felt like you would never be able to pick up, you felt like you'd never be able to rise again. So one of the key things when I hear reflect on yourself, do not spend time reflecting on the pain. Spend time celebrating that your rebirth and the change and how far you have come. So often we think about the negative and we don't appreciate all that our growth. So yeah. All right. right, next up we got shedding illusions. The first step to acceptance and awareness, or the first step is awareness. The second step is acceptance. So, it's kind of like grief. You go through grief when you have a moment where your life gets just completely turned upside down. And with grief, we can go through the anger, we can go through the depression, we can go through the denial, and then we get to acceptance. And when we heal and we get to that place of acceptance, that's when we can truly catapult ourselves in a whole new direction. No one said this whole life thing was a race. It's okay to slow down, okay? It's okay to be patient with yourself. Yes, you want to change fast. Yes, you want to completely, get going and rebuild. But it's okay to slow down. It's not a race. It's a journey. We have to enjoy the journey. And next up, we got sacred boundaries. Respecting and honoring your limits sets you free. All right, this is all about being assertive. If you have someone coming into your life and maybe they want you to do something that is not in your best interest, it's okay to say no. This is also about remembering as you're going through this change. You did go through a lot, okay? There's going to be healing. There's going to be time when you're grieving your old life that you will slip back down. Sacred boundaries. Respecting and honoring your limits will set you free. Being assertive. Being assertive, like let's say somebody wants you to do something that is not good for you, like, hey, let's go out drinking all night, and maybe that's what caused you to have problems in the first place. It's okay to say no. It's okay to put yourself first. It's okay to be assertive. And the next thing that this card is also saying is self-care is super important for you as you go through this entire transformational change and start recreating your whole life. Speak up and speak out. Let your voice be heard loud and clear. Nice. Part of your change. The universe wants you to know that you're surrounded by spirit guides. You are surrounded. You can always go ahead and call them in and help you out, particularly if you're feeling, some of those lower vibrational emotions like that loss, the grief, the anger, the despair, okay? It's all about retraining your thoughts and making sure that you're focusing on what you want and you're focusing on the present to build it. Your spirit guides are always there. I'm also hearing that you might want to spend some time reflecting and, writing down your thoughts. Doing a little journaling would be super helpful for you. Love this card. We've got like ancestors, we've got shamans, we've got fairies. Really beautiful. All right, next up, the universe also wants you to know that you have a gift, and your gift is that you have the ability to, see some things in your dreams. So, again, grab a notebook, keep it next to your bed when you have a dream. Just try to write down a few of those things before those fleeting thoughts disappear, because you're being called to interpret the dreams, to find deeper meaning, to bring clarity and guidance to your life. All right. Next up, we got no debate. You don't need to do anything to be more worthy. You're worthy. Okay? You are valuable regardless of your circumstances. You always have been and you always will be. It's not up for debate. There's no debate. Last up, whatever you wish. Whatever you wish. Next up, whatever you wish. When you lessen the importance of your problems and suffering, life will swing back into balance. Stop the struggle, feel the peace. The world responds to you. Whatever you wish. Fast moving action, new opportunities, new relationships. So it's okay, be patient as you're rebuilding. Spend a lot of time thinking about what you want to build. Make sure you talk to your spirit guides, ask some help. Don't get too caught up in the negative feelings that caused whatever this is to happen. Focus on the positive, focus on the future, and you can create whatever it is that you wish. You done? Okay, whatever you wish. When you lessen the importance of problems and suffering, life will swing back into balance. Stop the struggle and feel the peace. The world responds to you. So you can create whatever you wish. You got the swift moving action. You got the potential for new opportunities, new relationships. We just have to make sure we remember we're under an incredible period of change right here, and be patient with yourself. It's okay to go slow, okay? But we got to make sure that we shed the light on the illusions and don't get too caught up in all of those negative feelings or thinking about like what I could have done different or any of that kind of thing. The regret, the anger, the despair, kind of focusing on the past. As long as you can go ahead, make that transition. Comes with talking to the spirit guides. But if you can make that transition and make sure you don't get lost in the past, you have a very bright future in front of you, pile number 2. All right, that was your reading for pile number 2. All right, last up, we got pile number 3. All right, we got infinity to start us off. Nice. Infinity. It's about balance. It's about unending love, unending spirituality, unending. Our soul never dies. It's unending. Alright, let's see what we got to get us started. Wow, check that out. Strength. Nice. We've got strength. We've got the Hermit. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles. So we're going through this little bit of time where we're going within, we're doing some self-reflection. We might even be like, spending some more time in solitude, spending some more time by ourselves. And we're spending a lot of time thinking about what we want in our future, spending a lot of time realizing how strong we are, and we're working to manifest this power, this pure feminine abundance, this master. The queen is like the master, the feminine master of pentacles, of earth, of abundance. Nice. Definitely goes in it goes along with infinity. Check that out. We got the fear of missing out. Clear your vibes. You're not gonna miss out. Maybe you're spending for some of you, you're spending a little bit too much time in solitude. If you spend too much time, you get kind of caught into being an introvert, and you might be being invited out to do some cool things with your friends, but you're like, nah, I don't feel like it. I just want to stay in. That could be the fear of missing out. Listen to your intuition. Make sure you have balance there. What else we got? We got bats. You are driving yourself crazy. Interesting. Interesting. Don't see too much of a conflict here, but something has got you afraid of missing out, and you're probably overthinking, maybe driving yourself crazy a little bit. See what else we get. Relentless cravings. Addiction is a prison disguised as freedom. Oh, for some of you, yeah, we might be dealing with some kind of addiction. It may not necessarily be drugs and alcohol. It can be an addiction to devices, gambling. There's all kinds of addictions. But for some of you, that could be fear of missing out. Maybe you're spending time by yourself because you would rather be at home partaking in your addiction than going out. So it says eroding habits, being consumed with addiction. If we're consumed with addiction, we definitely could be driving ourselves crazy. Next up, we got say goodbye to your past and leave the baggage behind for good. In other words, you can get over this very, very, very easy. Look at how strong and how powerful you are, and look at where you're headed. Yeah, period of growth here. Do your thoughts need a reboot? Focus on the good in your life. Don't beat yourself up for, the things that you do wrong. Focus on the good. You got plenty of good here. We're going to find wholeness. Bring together fragments that complete you. Acceptance and inner peace. Yeah, the biggest thing here is, I'm hearing that it's not, that bad. Like the addiction, this is more about beating yourself up. Yeah. And finding wholeness, focusing on the good, leaving the baggage behind. That is all how we are going to get through that. What we need to do is we need to eliminate the worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change the outcome. It's just a waste of energy. That's all it is. Worrying is generally, fear. There's fear, and then there's anxiety. Anxiety is a fear or something that, may or may not happen. Worry. We spend any time, worrying about what might happen in the future, like who knows what'll happen in the future. So spending too much time thinking about the past, too much time worrying about the future. Gotta go ahead and break that habit. Maybe that's the bad habit. You have the ability, you have anxiety, and you have worry. I'm hearing that could be what's driving you crazy is the worry. Courage. Courage goes hand in hand with strength here. Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So you definitely have the ability to quickly and easily move beyond this worry. Spending some time, learning how to calm your thoughts, maybe hypnosis, meditation, walks, all that good self-care stuff that we're always talking about. Finding a way to go ahead and trying to eliminate the worry. What's causing the worry? Is it your job? Is it some relationship in your life? Is there anything you can do to go ahead and change that? One of the things the spirit world wants you to know is that you have a great gift in your third eye. So this is the sixth chakra, located right between the eyes. Third eye, it's about intuition, inner vision. So they're telling you that you can go ahead and do some meditations or do some work to balance and to strengthen your third eye, and that will help you with the strength, and that will help you have the courage and the strength to overcome the worry that's driving you crazy. You also have claircognizance, pile number 3. So this is another gift that the universe wants you to know. You're being called to explore and tune into your instincts. This is when claircognizance is when you just know. You don't know how you know, but you just know. You just know that you shouldn't go on that date because something bad is going to happen, and sure enough, something bad happens. So clear knowing. The universe also wants you to know that there's no pressure here. You got to be patient with yourself as you heal and as you get to the point where you work on, calming your mind, calming your nervous system, getting rid of those intrusive thoughts, really. When you want more, don't push yourself or others to get more. Give more of your pure, genuine self, and life will immediately and effortlessly match it. Yeah. And last but not least, for pile number 3, we got you're starting a new chapter in your life. When things, seem to be falling apart, be aware that things may be coming together in new ways that suit the next phase of your life. So focus on the good in life. You're starting a new chapter here. A new chapter. You have the courage, the strength. You have the ability, the self-reflection. You're going to find wholeness, acceptance, and inner peace. And you're going to leave the baggage behind for good. Nice. We're going to be able to kick that habit for good. All right. Well, if that resonated with you, please go ahead and leave a comment. And like to subscribe or hit the bell so that you can know when I post another pile. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you soon.